Fans, all we ever wanted was to take the money and keep you happy with your large collection. You must see why we had to make the gates. And all we wanted was the RV and visitor center.
No, Optimus!
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, I did not want to make this video. But Mattel, buddy, pal, you left me no choice. Now, originally, I was gonna make a video about the Jurassic Park crowdfunding a week after it came out, because I was waiting for more information to drop more, and I was already all pumped up to be like, and this is why you should spend $250 on these gates. You know, just be all Saul Goodman on you guys. But then I saw some criticisms about the gates. I didn't agree with most of them, but then I saw valid criticisms. Criticism pointing out on why it was a mistake putting the buck there, why it was a mistake to start with the gates in the first place, why all of this is just being completely mishandled. And if you would, sit back, relax, grab a little bag of chips, grab a cup of water, because hey, hydration is important, people. And here are my points on why Mattel completely fumbled the Jurassic Park gates crowdfunding. I want to start with the elephant in the room, which is the Lost World Buck Rex being in this set. A set that is supposed to be for the 30th anniversary of Jurassic Park, where everything comes from the first movie. The goat, Lex and Tim, the Ford Explorer, the gates. Nothing about this has anything to do with the Lost World. Nothing. If it was like a mix of both movies, or maybe something from the first trilogy, then yes, it would be understandable. Because if you had the Jurassic Park gate, and then maybe some characters from the Lost World plus the buck, and then maybe add like the Pteranodon from Jurassic Park 3, or just something like that, then maybe it would make a little bit of sense. But why the hell would they have the Buck Rex in a Jurassic Park set? It would have been much better if they made a Final Battle Rexy. Now, I know, Mattel has already given us so many Rexies, we can probably make an army to take over a country with them. And I get it. But at the same time, if you hear me out, we haven't had a Final Battle Rexy, the one with fresh Velociraptor scars and all that jazz. Like, that would have made so much better sense to include than the Buck Rex. And now that the crowdfunding is not doing well, we may not get the Buck Rex for a long time. Or we'll get a Buck Rex, but it's probably not going to have the same paint scheme there. Because here's the thing, even if they started the Buck Rex with this set, they would 100% sold a retail version, just like they did with Rexy. How we had the regular retail version and then the San Diego Comic-Con version. They would 100% do that, because they know from previous backlashes that making the animal an exclusive only is a huge mistake. And it sucks because we might not get the modified mold with the smaller feet, the better joints, the new molded face to make it look like it did in the movie and all that stuff. And it's honestly sad that we might not get that anymore, because all of this was locked away in a tier that is way too far away. Now, personally, if I were them, I would have not made the Buck Rex an unlockable tier. I would have included it with the main set. If it was part of the main set, honestly, that would have 100%, well, not 100%, but that would more likely had more people interested on supporting the set, even though it's super expensive. But hey, they have the Buck Rex and they can sell off the rest and make their money back, basically. And the way the Buck Rex just been recently handled is, I'm sorry, it's garbage. The new Legacy Collection one looks like crap. The previous one looked like crap. And the best looking Buck Rex that we would have had is not even gonna happen. Like, my guy cannot stop taking L after L, and I just feel sorry for him. But yes, those are my thoughts on the Buck Rex, and now I want to talk about now, what is more iconic than the Jurassic Park gates? It's honestly one of the most iconic props in the Jurassic Park franchise and in the Jurassic World franchise. There is honestly nothing more iconic than the Jurassic Park gates. Aside from, the vehicles and visitor center and characters, and yeah, we're not talking about that. So, I can see why Mattel wanted to make the Jurassic Park gates their first crowdfund. But unfortunately, to a lot of fans and a lot of casual collectors, it's really not that appealing. And as cool as it is, as cool as everything about this is, and as much as I love it, I can also see why a lot of people are turned off by it. Because, oh wow, it's just the gates. To a lot of people, it's a glorified statue that plays ambient noise and has the fire lighting up. And to a lot of people, it's not worth the $250 price. Because with that price, and by the speed the fund is going, the most we'll just get is the gates and the car. And yeah, that's not really worth it at all. No matter how premium it looks, it's really not that worth it. I mean, it would have been a different story if the crowdfund was a success and we were guaranteed to get everything. But yeah, it's ending. It's just slowly crashing and burning. And it's because, like I mentioned earlier, the gates by themselves is really not that appealing. But you know what is very appealing for the fans, and you know what they've been begging and begging and begging for the past 6 years that Mattel has had the license? A new RV set from the Lost World. Basically, make a replica of the one from the movie, but maybe unlock a different tier where it just becomes a replica of the Kenner set, but much more premium, and have the Buck Rex come with that, along with Eddie Carr and Kelly, and then maybe have a tier unlocked for the high hides. That probably would have been a lot more appealing. And the visitor center, literally just make it a glorified Barbie house with different floors, breakaway fossils, and the battle damage Rexy and improved Jurassic Park 1 Raptors, along with the survival Alan and Ellie and everyone else. And they could have used that to finally give us a Henry Wu figure. It really could have been as easy as that. But no, they decided, they really mishandled all of this, which really leads me to my next point. You expect a company like Mattel would want their product to succeed, right? So you expect them to push this out, show it off to many different news outlets like IGN and other like nerd pop culture websites that are outside our little Jurassic circle. right? Because they would be like, hey, come on down, support this crowdfund, support it. We are offering these electric gates that do all the sounds, and it comes with a cool T-Rex. You expect them to do that, right? Right? Or at least invite some of the fans over, right?
Wrong!
There is no advertising whatsoever going on for this product. There is zero hype. What? There's literally nothing, nada, zilch for this product. The most that there is for this product are a couple of Instagram ads and Facebook ads and a live stream that only got a few thousand views. Like the most viewed things about this product are all the negative things, and that is sad. Like, how can you fumble this hard? This is something Hasbro kicks Mattel's butt in every way possible. Cause you know what Hasbro does? They live stream it, and also in their live streams, they also promote upcoming products that are not gonna hit shelves for another few months or even a year. And you know what else they do? They also bring on the fans. They bring people from the community, people like toy photographers or genuine collectors from the community. They bring as many people as possible to join in on the hype on an upcoming HasLab crowdfund or just a new toy that's coming out. How is it that Hasbro, the company that gave us this garbage, is doing so much better than Mattel? Like, what is going on in their advertising area of the company that they are feeling this hard? Why is it so hard for a company like Mattel to include the fans in these things? Why is it so hard to hype things up, even random toys from the toy line? Why is that so hard for them? A lot of the things we don't know it's coming out unless people like Collect Jurassic talks about it or leaks come out. We are literally left in the dark while again Hasbro makes a live stream and goes, hey, this is our product. It's not gonna launch until later this year, if not early next year. It's really not that difficult, and I know it's possible because they are clearly advertising the Steven Spielberg set to IGN. So why not the crowdfund, the cream de la creme of their collection? There is no hype for this whatsoever, and it sucks. Again, everything that's happening with the gates, it hurts. I don't want to be negative about this. I want to be hyped. Again, I want to be excited for this. I was so up and ready and defend this tooth and nail. But sometimes
you can't.
The way they're treating everything about this is absolutely mishandled. And again, you would expect someone on their social media hyping this up, and nothing. There's nothing in that corner of the area. Hell, their Mattel Creations Twitter, it still has a coming soon banner. It is abandoned. It is never, to this day, been used. The only Mattel Creations social media that has been used is their Instagram account, which is, again, is just limiting the audience, limiting the customer, limiting everything. And it's so messed up. Like, why would you do that? Why? Mattel, I love everything that you've done with this brand. I love what you're doing for Jurassic. But I'm sorry. You really, really fumbled this one.
He said it! He said it!
Which brings me to my conclusion. In conclusion, they really dropped the ball on the Jurassic Park gates. Like, how come you guys did not hype this up whatsoever? Why didn't you sponsor a few YouTubers to make more people aware of it? The Jurassic community is big, but we're nothing compared to other fandoms at the moment. Sure, every single world movie made $1 billion, but that doesn't equal to the merchandising, because most of the merchandise is bought by kids. Kids are the customers, and they're not gonna want that $250 gate. They're probably just gonna want something else, and a little smaller figure and something like that. So the biggest downfall for this set was the lack of advertising, communication, and overall just everything. It was, I hate calling this a disaster. I hate it, but it was a disaster. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Wait, what's going on?